We filled up Science Island with a lot of different items. Some a legitimate way to make a lot of money in this game, like turnips. And others not really the normal way to make money. Instead of picking something dumb again, I thought why not fill it with something I use to make money when I play a normal day in Animal Crossing. The one thing I do every day, grow a money tree. You can easily triple the amount of money you put into it almost instantly. Once a day, every day, you'll get a nice shiny gold spot on your island. Unless you happen to have your island full of blue roses and have no empty squares available for a money tree spot to spawn in. I mean, what roses? Is this joke old yet? No? Okay, good. If you've seen my video breaking down the best way to utilize money trees, you'll know that planting 10,000 bells is the best strategy. So, I got to work time traveling, forcing gold spots to spawn in, planting 10,000 bells, and relocating the tree to create an organized line of trees to start filling up my entire island. I'm starting to realize I don't really play Animal Crossing anymore, I just like digging stuff up. All this digging is making me hungry. Perfect time to tell you about today's sponsor, Factor. Cora fills up her entire island with something video has a sponsor again. Who could have guessed? Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals right to your doorstep. No meal prep, no dishes, just good food to give you the energy you need to get through your day. Factor offers the most convenient way to eat a healthy, delicious meal. Drew and I love the convenience and lack of cleanup. On days we eat Factor, we save a ton of time not doing the dishes and not meal prepping. Meal planning, it's a thing of the past. We can eat good food without worrying about cooking for the entire week. Constantly scripting videos and streaming leaves me almost no time to cook. Now I can just grab a meal, heat it up for a couple minutes, and enjoy. The smoothies and shakes are delicious and great for a quick snack. These are literally my favorite smoothies of all time. I am obsessed with them. Now I can eat well while simultaneously dropping more hours in Animal Crossing, which is what we really want to do all day anyway. And I don't have to waste calories on greasy takeout while I'm playing. No more trying to figure out where to get food from or what to eat. Factor's flexibility makes it possible to modify your food preferences, change the number of meals you need for the week, or just skip a week if you're traveling. Use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code koramora60 for 60% off your first box. Once you click, my description will live update to count up the purchases. And now that I've had a delicious meal, it's time to get back to the crazy chore of planting trees. And my god, did this take a while. It was definitely quicker than the roses though. Trying to get those things to breed is a pain in the butt. Also, I didn't have to dig up the entire island first. Trees require a square of empty space around them to grow. So instead of digging up every rose, I was digging up every other rose and every other row. Way less time. But time traveling, that's where the tediousness set in. Waiting for loading screens was not quick. As I slowly started filling up my island with trees, I noticed the lag that eventually set in. I never knew what really caused lag on crazily decorated islands, but I can confirm that trees are one of the worst offenders. I'm assuming it's due to the game having to load each leaf and animating the wind that blows through them. The blue roses never gave me any issue, but I guess the wind doesn't affect these models as much. It definitely affected the ability to plant trees and see what flowers I was digging up. Eventually it got so bad I literally had to guess where I had planted each tree. If I ran down a bit, everything would load back in, but I didn't have time to do that every 5 steps, so I carried on digging up my invisible flowers. I will say it was very entertaining. Planting the money tree, that was my favorite part. The dig hole stopped appearing at some point, so when I dug up a gold spot, it was just a disembodied glow. After burying the bells, nothing would happen. The game would just show a blank spot. But, and this is where my favorite part comes in, to make the tree show up, you had to walk over the square. And doing that makes the money just appear, pop out of the ground, and turn into a tree. I don't know why I got so much entertainment out of this. Maybe because I had spent hours time traveling and my mind was aching for something fun. After a lot of planting time, my island was completely covered in money trees. I did the best I could with planting to try to stuff as many on the island as possible. Unfortunately, that meant that many of the rows didn't line up because of the outline on the beach. Not super satisfying to look at, but I'm here for results, not beauty. I did contemplate digging up a bunch of trees to fix everything, but I held off. I already spent far too much time on these videos. No need to spend more just to make it look good. Also, I didn't bother moving the houses to the beach because I've already spent so much time doing this video, so I just kind of left them alone. They need to be there for the speedrun later anyway. I just wanted to do the least amount of messing up as possible. So technically, you could fit more trees on this island, but what is it, like 4 extra trees? Not worth. Okay, results time. Which was stupid hard because the trees kept disappearing when I was counting them, so I had to recount a few times. This absolutely took me over an hour to do. But there is a total of 1,316 money trees on my island. Thankfully, you can't plant fully grown hardwood trees on the beach, so I didn't have to worry about that. But this means I spent 13,160,000 bells just planting trees, which is a pretty high barrier to entry, aka it costs a lot more than replanting crops or breeding flowers. Each tree has 30,000 bells attached to it, which means our total revenue from 1,316 trees is 39,480,000. But subtracting the 13 million we spent on the trees, you get 26,300,000 bells. But when you dig up the gold spot, you're given 1,000 bells every time, which means we got 1.3 million bells for free, which brings our total profit to 27,636,000 bells. Not bad. This is a lot more than I was expecting. I think my just general expectations for money in these videos are so low to the point that anything over a few million is a win. I've done the math in a previous money tree video, showing why planting 99,000 bells isn't the strategy when trying to make money. Your profit margins are just too low, especially if you have bad RNG. But imagine this entire island full of 99,000 bell trees. That would give us over 261 million bells in profit. Now that would be worth it. But unfortunately, it's practically impossible to get an entire island full of these without hacking them in, so we'll just have to deal with what we have. Now the age-old question, was it worth it? Kinda. Is a money tree worth the time to make bells in a regular day in Animal Crossing? Absolutely. While filling up an entire island is dumb and comes with its own issues, having a constant flow of 4 money trees on your island is doable. Money trees are a great way to profit 20,000 bells every day. So if you're looking for a good way to make some bells, dedicate a spot on your island to these beauties. I've been having fun sciencing the crap out of this island, and it's satisfying to rack up bells in my ABD. I keep looking for an item that's gonna top turnips, but it hasn't happened. Until I do, we're gonna keep filling this place up with random stuff. We'll find it one day.